All right, let's be real. Have you ever felt like your cloud application is just a complete black box? You know something's happening in there, but you can't see what? Well, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to demystify DataDog and show you how it turns all that complexity into something crystal clear. Let's get right into it.
So here's the game plan. We're going to start with the problem everyone faces. Then we'll see how DataDog steps in as the solution. We'll connect a system, build our very first dashboard, see how to turn those insights into real action, and then where we can go from there. It's going to be quick, I promise.
Okay, so first things first. Let's talk about the big challenge, right? With modern cloud apps, things are distributed everywhere. You've got microservices, containers, serverless functions. It's like a giant sprawling city with no map. Trying to figure out what's really going on inside can feel, well, pretty much impossible.
I mean, really think about it for a second. An error pops up, a user complains that things are slow. Where do you even start? Are you just digging through random log files, kind of hoping you'll stumble on the answer? That's what we mean by a black box. And this isn't a small problem. It's a massive headache for developers, SREs, you name it.
And that is exactly where DataDog comes into the picture. It was basically built to tackle this exact problem. The whole idea is to give you one single, unified platform that pulls all of your performance data together, so you finally get that clarity you've been missing.
So what is it really? At its core, DataDog is a SaaS platform. That just means you don't have to host it yourself. It's designed to just drink in all the data from your entire stack. We're talking servers, your actual code, databases, the whole shebang. And then it gives you the tools to make sense of it all.
You know, it's important to understand that DataDog isn't just one single tool. It's really built on what they call pillars. So you have infrastructure monitoring, which basically answers the question, hey, is my server okay? Then you've got APM, which drives way deeper into your code to answer, okay, why is this specific API call taking forever? Logs are there to answer, what on earth caused that crash? And then the magic piece, dashboards. They pull everything together so your whole team is looking at the exact same picture. It's a single source of truth.
Okay, that all sounds great, but how do we actually get there? How do we go from that frustrating black box to this beautiful unified view? Well, the very first step is to connect our systems so we can start pulling in all that data. It's time to, turn on the lights.
And it really all begins with one simple thing, the DataDog agent. Just think of it as this tiny, lightweight piece of software. You install it on your servers or in your containers, and it just sits there, acting like a secure little bridge, constantly sending performance data, like CPU usage, memory, logs, straight to the DataDog platform. And getting this thing running is, honestly, it's shockingly easy. It's just 3 quick steps. First, you just copy your unique API key from your DataDog account. Second, you run a single command in your terminal. That's it. One line. And third, you run a quick status check just to confirm it's sending data. Boom, you're done.
All right, and now for the really cool part, the payoff. Because once that agent is up and running, you get that aha moment almost instantly. Seriously, within just a few moments of the agent starting up, bam, you'll see your server, your host, just pop right up inside the DataDog dashboard. It's that first awesome confirmation that data is flowing. The lights are officially on. From that point, you can start building out your view using these things called widgets. So you can add a time series graph to see how your CPU is doing over time, or a query value widget to just show the current memory usage, like a big number on the screen, or maybe a top list to see which processes are hogging all the resources. This is how you start turning all that raw, boring data into visualizations that actually mean something. But look, just seeing the data is only half the battle, right? That's just watching. The really crucial part is using these insights to actually do something. This is where we move from just passively monitoring to proactively managing our systems.
Here's a perfect example. You can create something called a monitor. Let's say you set an alert that'll ping your team on Slack the second the CPU on a critical server goes above, say, 80%. What does that mean? It means you find out about the problem before your users even notice. You get to jump on it and fix it before it becomes a real fire.
And this is where the power of APM, that's Application Performance Monitoring, really shines. Think about it. Before, a user complains the site is slow and you're just guessing, right? Maybe it's the database, maybe the network. But with APM, you can literally trace the entire journey of a single request and pinpoint the exact slow database query or a sluggish function in your code. The guesswork is just gone.
So let's just pause for a second.
In just a few minutes, we've gone from a total black box to getting proactive alerts and tracing problems right down to the line of code. But that's just the foundation. This opens the door to so much more, like security monitoring, or even tracking what your actual users are experiencing on your website. Seriously, this is just the beginning.
So what's the big takeaway here? Well, first, DataDog breaks down those walls between teams. Dev and ops are finally speaking the same language. Second, it turns a flood of raw data into insights you can act on right now. Third, it completely changes your mindset from reactive firefighting to proactive problem solving. And finally, it gets rid of the guesswork. You can find the needle in the haystack.
And the best part is, this whole platform scales right along with you. It has hundreds of integrations for pretty much anything you can think of. AWS, Docker, Kubernetes, you name it. It really becomes the central nervous system for your entire tech stack. Everything you need, all in one place. That single pane of glass everyone's always talking about. So we'll end with this question for you. By turning your application from that black box into a fully observable system, you've basically unlocked a whole new superpower. You can see everything. So, now that the lights are finally on, what are you going to discover first? What hidden bottleneck or secret error is waiting for you?